Hey yo, what's up? My name is iPhone and welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Skies. And lots of things happened in the previous episode. And I made myself take a break, drinking waters, and got the mid recordings out. And I was dumb, forgot to save my process. But luckily, I still got them the mid recording videos, and I can see what I did before. So I just actually trying to check that video again on cameras, and then I do the same. I mean, it's the first it's not like the first half. It's like almost the end of the videos actually, and you can actually see that when the skip buttons being lights up and being grayed out. And since I did talk a lot of the skip buttons being grayed out and lights up, is actually maybe helping you guys and girls know that hey, you missed this part, or you totally knew this part, or you even been this part before. So yeah, that part I literally haven't actually played, and it just same as the original games, but it's just a different script and different scenarios. And the difference is the original games that after we done baking with these characters and these characters, pops up and hey, how's it going, and it's gonna end up awkward. But this time it's not like that happens. So today it's going to be big. So last time we end up writing our final poems, I guess, and then we decide to let Natsuki is gonna bake with me, and I should have do the full rounds, but last time my first run I haven't do that because I was curious on what Sayori is gonna do at that time. So yeah, I kind of missed a part like hey, this is a part when you're first having a living room scenes, even though that the girls is not there yet. But yeah, anyway, before we get into this video and the intro change, actually I'm just gonna get straight to the videos. I'm not gonna make the intro like how the game's getting started, how the game's being opens, because in my real life I'm actually really busy, and I really want to actually as quick as I can to try to experiencing more this game, because my god, I mean honestly a lot of people can be really busy for preparing not only for the New Year's Eve but also for Chinese New Year as well, and I totally respect that, and it's just sad life, tough life for me. And in USA we still have to deal with the disease season, and for those who don't new here, I'm Vietnamese by the way, and in Vietnam we still not open any flights or in any special one to bring back and Vietnamese people go back to their home country yet, so which is so sad. And yeah, New Year's supposed to be having relatives gathering around, but for me, all alone. This is sad, man. But anyway, let's get into these videos, and also remember this game is rated 13G. It's like the original game, Doki Doki Literature Clubs. So please be prepared for your mentor, be prepared for yourself, okay? And as well as if you don't know how to get this game, or you haven't get Doki Doki Blue Skies yet, please download Doki Doki Literature Clubs as the original game first, and also check down the description down below about how to actually gain this mod. Remember, this is a mod, this is not a sequel of the original game, okay? And also in the description down below there's a Discord server, and that's the place where I mostly chit chat about my life, my online friends as well, and having fun there. And I also start to live stream them more often as well, and trying to since I start up the Discord server, I just want to let it grow the same way as I was trying to let this channel grow in this social media as well. So yeah, getting to the important days, and honestly, in the first run, I already know what's going to happen. But also, yeah, for those who are totally new here and you haven't checked out my previous episode about my first and second, third, fourth, and fifth run, I really suggest you to go back and see what I did there, and then you come back to this video. And yeah, don't forget to check out my episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10. 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 16, 17, 18, 19, 13, 31, 2. Then here. So yeah. I mean, that's a really fast count though. I mean, how fast will you count? I mean, I made multiple episodes like this, so yeah. It's the day of the festival. The preparation for the event should be nearly complete, giving all the work everyone's put over in the weekend. But this is gonna be totally different because I choose a different characters. As you can see, the skip button's been created. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself. My cavalry stacking purchase in the box. Jesus Christ, that's a heavy load, man. Natsuki is already taken out in the storm, but I can spawn thanks to my hands being full, like the original games. As my bring my phone away. Her personality even showed through her text, but I'm really worried about Sayori and Monica. Actually, poems like, oh my gosh, when she gonna be awake in her true self, and Sayori's been like, I am not sure about this. Finally, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Natsuki as festival. Knowing Monica, I'm sure the events will be great too. It's been a while though. Where's Sayori? We made the work together with she later again. I don't know about this. I hope she's okay. I don't want to leave her behind, but if she takes much longer, I'm going to be late for school. By time passes, there's going to be a moment decision soon if she doesn't arrive. Just as I'm getting ready to leave, I find a small her slowly making her way down the street. But please, don't let Sayori gonna sneak around. Just gonna stop it. Eating cupcakes, because it's not her cupcakes, it's Natsuki cupcakes, or maybe my cupcakes too, you know, or maybe it's festival cupcakes, but I don't know. Please, hope this festival gonna go well and it's not gonna end up like a first run. Securing a large sack with hands and surprise isn't running over to me. Is she aware how late she is? Sayori, where you been? We could be late for school. Yeah, well, I know, I'm sorry. Oh, it's gonna be different this time. I was late again, or couldn't decide what I have for breakfast again. See, many pounds. You're such a meanie sometimes. You know my teasing is all good fun, right? She mumbles something under her breath. Of course. It looks like she's back to normal self again. Definite relief. Also, yeah, I really start to rely on my keyboards for now, and not gonna rely on my mouse again, because sometimes my mouse I just click on one time or two times and then sometimes it doesn't respond, so I think it will be directly phone keyboard for the laptop will be better, you know. I felt Natsuki not spending Sunday with her then again. It was probably wise given space, then again Natsuki also need the help. So this is a scenario when I picked Natsuki and Yuri. So that's the reason why the skip buttons being grayed out. So yeah. Upon the sack sheet carrying which contains some of the colorful little gift bags. All those gift bags you were working over a weekend? Yep, I managed to get everything we need. Candy, clothes, bookmarks. It was a lot of fun. Although it was kind of hard to stop myself eating sweet. Yeah. And did you manage it? People will notice if the sweet or chew goes missing, right? I can't but laugh. That's such a Sayori thing to say, do. I'm glad you're feeling better today, Sayori, and I'm sorry it was a bit too invasive on Friday. I was just worried a lot, that's all. I mean, yeah, some people just want to have their time alone, but sometimes it's not okay, you know, because something's going on. It's okay, I think it really is. It's weird that you were concerned, but yeah, I'm fine. I just really like the rain cloud. That was hinted in the poem. Rain cloud. In the original games, I don't remember it the words being hinted in the script, being picked in the poem, but this one said that. Now the skip button screen lights up. Although I'm kind of nervous for a festival, honestly I don't blame you for that. It's kind of nerve-wracking, isn't it? I mean, I know how much it's meant to Monica, but at the same time I didn't realize how much how intimidating reciting poetry a bunch of stranger can be. Yeah, it was all back in the clubs, but now that's actually is here. She looks a little nervous. I reach over and give her a squeeze on the shoulders. You'll be fine, don't worry. I know how much you like poetry, plus your poems are great. I hope my own performance is up to standard. But don't be silly, I found. They love your poem, just know it. I took her admiring definitive optimism that really makes Sayori, well, Sayori, because I really fine now. By the way, are you doing anything after the festival or anything fun? Oh, good question. No, I haven't really planned that far ahead. I'm not great at doing that anyway. Well, I think the main protagonist can help with that because I picked you, right? I kind of hoping we finish early so we can have the rest of the day off, to be honest. So what you're really saying that you just want to go home and sleep, right? Really? Sayori, you need to be more extrovert. I mean, I'm being introvert most of the time, but I'm really sick of it because yeah, this is happening around. We have to be introvert to stay healthy, social distancing, you know. And I just feel bad for not being able to go back home on 2021. I just feel bad, and I miss my relatives a lot. I did talk about how I homesick before in the previous episode, and man. Oh, look how many students there are. How many clubs are having their own little event today. Quite a tactical change of topic that was. Our screen is aside, and there's a lot of students milling out. It's a little strange to think there's so many fellow students around, yet I've still been feeling so lonely. Or at least before joining the literature clubs. Well, back to school. Normal school. Also really worried about the rooftop scene though. Tasks like this makes me grateful that Sayori told me about it. Hey, the clubs in the first place. I don't know, probably quite a few. By the way, Sayori, what's up, iPhone? I just want to say, well, no matter how this festival goes, I'm really grateful you told me about the club and then join. I had a lot of fun so far. I scratched the back of my head nervously. Sayori looks curiously at me. I've never been good at expressing myself and probably so. I guess what I'm trying to say, thank you. It's been so fun being able to spend time with you again too. This really takes me back. You don't have to thank me for anything, silly. I should enjoy it too. After all, it would be lovely if things could go back to how they were used to. How they used to? What do you mean? Nothing. Say it, Sayori. I know there's something's going on. Strange source of work. What could she mean by this? As we enter the courtyard and make our way to a meeting room, she breaks the sign by gigglings. Something funny? I just thought on my way still one of Natsuki cupcakes without her realizing. Don't, okay? Just don't. Are you sure it's a good idea? Natsuki may leave, but you know better than I do. She can be really fiery. Yeah, she can rage a lot. Oh, don't worry about her. She might beat me on the outside, but she's harmless. Don't let her fool you. That's where you're wrong, because most people who are incendiary types are rage a lot. Well, I rather her than mine. Than me. I found Sayori. It's good to see you guys. Do you want to come and give me a hand? You mean using a cotton box to cover up the windows outside? I mean, I did make a mistake when it was in the first run, and it was actually a cotton box to cover up the outside to reduce the spoilers. And it tried to open up the light from the inside to make it light up, but it's actually not the nighttime at that time. I mean, it would be cool if the school let the students to stay over nighttime to prepare for the club and also experiencing the the sleepover party. When the guys placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom, there must be one subject to prepare, as that she has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like submit it. So that's why I'm performing. Yeah, I'm the only one who performed the poems that I'm not right. And the other girls, they're too genius, they're too good for me, and I mean, they can handle it with their own poem. Hey, do you guys want to check out the pamphlets? Can I read nice? Yeah, sure. and this is gonna be a different one because I choose a different characters. I put on the chair quickly. I'm holding the grab one up and let's lay down the text and the script button slides up again. Oh yeah, they really did. They look pretty pretty. Something like this would definitely help people take it more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. And for 2D pages, each member post is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize the quotes from the one they performed during their practice. So then Natsuki bursts out of the room and her school by swinging wildly. Okay, this one is maybe a little bit different because last time I picked other characters to do the job for over the weekends, and I think it's gonna be a different line, you know. Now, I think if I pick Natsuki or Yuri, it's gonna be either of them is gonna pops up, right? Just then Natsuki bursts into the room, her school bag swinging wildly. Yuri just in behind her, carrying a roll of banner and large duffel bags. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you guys got it before me? I thought it was pretty early. Sorry for the last one here. But some preparation is already on the way though. Just take less time to set everything up this way. Yeah, let's work hard together, everyone. Hi, Phong. And Natsuki. Jump at the sun hours. Hi. Yes. Where the cupcakes? Don't tell me you forgot them. Okay, I'm not gonna forget it this time. I mean, I forgot how to buy the ingredients last time, and now I don't forget to bring them, you know. Is it about to be scared by a tiny underclassmen girl? I mentally shake myself. I really gave together. Relax, stay right here. Just hold on a minute. Just a minute. I step over to where I put down the box of cookie and begin unpacking the trays. Don't let them out so messily. Quite possibly the princess, eh? Yeah. Yep, you can show us the princess. My nose keeping itchy. I don't know why. I'm not sick at the moment. Honestly, I'm still healthy, but I do not understand why my nose always itchy. If you wouldn't mind, so can you help me with this and don't eat the cupcake? Yuri gets out the bags to which Sayori nods skillfully. I have Natsuki with the cupcakes where Yuri and Sayori start putting up the decoration. Oh my god. Meanwhile, Monica continues putting down pamphlets. This isn't long before Natsuki has carefully rearranged the cupcakes in neat formation. It's really good, as I say so myself. I had to agree we make a pretty good team. Yeah, I found next time we do something like this, I can get us a too. It's totally fine by me. My arms are longer too, after all, so I can get more. Still, we team army. Gotta get in my way too. I'm not some hairless damsel in distress, you know. Hairless shoujo manga heroine, perfect girls. Yeah, I mean, it would be interested. I mean, we talk on the real animes as well, sold online and then Bleach. I mean, at first I didn't know Bleach. I thought Bleach is like a laundry liquid, but it's actually the name of the anime. Man, it's good to know. I mean, find out something that I haven't familiar with is actually really good though. Oh, I miss again it. As I like glance over Sayori and Yuri, for a banner inspirational quote written on the colorful gradient of the scarlet sky. I mean, come on, wearing mask is you lose nothing when you're wearing mask. It's just basically you just want to want to regain your life, man. A good writer possesses not only his own spirit but also the spirit of his friends. That's a good quote by German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. He has some very interesting thoughts, although there are some that I don't quite agree with. Oh, I think I heard of him. As usual, Yuri outclasses me with her intellect. It seems that they also hung up with the origami paper tied to a ribbon in the doorway. Upon closer inspection, each paper has a different kanji characters written on it. Hey, it looks like you did something similar to Natsuki with your kanji curtains. Well, just so you know, for those who are totally new to this channel, in Japan, I mean, they do use kanji a lot in public, and I never been in Japan before, but if I do went there, I'm gonna get confused because I can already kanji. I can already read on any other countries with romanji with ABCD, so it can be help me better to actually look it up, because normally in the laptop keyboard or PC keyboard or even in the phone keyboard, well, they only have pretty much of the ABCDs as a majority. So yeah, man. That's all. I haven't taken a look at what she does after finishing up. She can sell a few candles and wooden design in the shapes objects. You say that is essential or diffuser. It's for aromatherapy. One of my favorite contributors are positive atmosphere. I'm excited to see how it works later. Looks like our preparation almost finished now. I feel like there's something missing though. Rules, laws. I mean, be careful, okay? Suddenly, I noticed log passing formally by itself to the side. That's theory, isn't it? So, skip buttons being grayed out because, yeah. Theory, did you forget the cell report? I did. She rushes over the back quickly and emptied it out. It's full of small girl from bag tied shut with thin ribbons. Don't worry, I helped you. We start organizing the goodie bags in neat rows and Dyson's closet to the door. I mean, I have all in either ways in hope. I pick inside one of them as we do so. You can take a bite if you want. Inside the bag is candy stickers, inspiration of course from forms of stock, and bookmarks. Looks like there's a good mix of things in here. I saw like the best candy in the festival. I mean, you like sweet, don't you? You like candy, you like desserts, right, Sayori? I mean, Sayori, you really need to like savory also. I mean, all you said it was sweet, candies, dessert. I mean, you like Natsuki, but you're not a baker, you just like eaters. And the best good. There's best bookmark as well. You betcha. The last we finish our task, I take the bag of fish out candy and pour it in my mouth. Sayori does have a good taste, chocolate and toffee seems to melt on my tongue. Can I have one too, I found? I can't resist those puppy dog eyes. But yeah, in this situation, no. Thanks, you're the best. Really? Be back, baby. By the time we finish, it looks like everyone else done too. And the classroom is now darkened and lit up with ambient lighting on the candles. And yeah, we use a cotton box to cover up the windows to avoid spoilers. And with the candles, I mean, wow, so pretty. I think Yuri's good taste though, but since candles is mainly using for when you don't have any powers, and something is gonna be black out, you know. I dedicate fluorescent swaps to the air across the of Yuri accessible oils. Sayori and I had toward three other three girls who are huddled near the front of the classroom murmuring at each other. Isn't about time we started yet? Almost we wrote that we were going to start at 10 AM on our poster and that's in 10 minutes. Are people actually going to show for this? Don't be so negative. Some people have shown already and I'm sure it'll be fine soon. You guys don't have to be worrying about so much about it. I got full faith in all of you. I've seen all your poems. It's been amazing watching each and everyone give and nurture your unique writing styles. Just my encouraging idea of Dutch. To her credit, her words are helpful, even though I haven't been found this guy as long as season 3. Even I found Natsuki, says Mom. Really? Says Mom. Really? Hey, hang on. Say Yuri's mom is here? What? No. Are you? Wait. Are you? Natsuki? It was just a joke, jeez. Those some humans were like in mood. Sorry, just make sure everyone's in the best frame of mind before we start. Where's Sayori's mom? It's great, Monica. We all understand and appreciate that. I mean, yeah, that game's misleading there. If you know how much this club means to me, I want it to be a success just as much as you do. Couldn't have prepared myself, even though I've only been in the class for a few days. I felt really at home. Truth be told, I used to be kind of lonely. Knowing that I'm including something with people like you guys always makes me feel better. And the skip buttons being grayed out, which is something different this time. I'm really interesting. let's see how it turns out. I haven't told anyone how lonely I've been feeling. I'm really nervous about how they react. They all turn to me, varying degrees of emotion in their face. Natsuki impassively looks to the side while Sayori and Yuri gives an expression of concern. Oh, I have no idea you feel that way. I'm sorry, I really hope you can change that. But I'm so happy you feel welcome here too. It's exactly what we wanted. I mean, extroverts for a little while, don't you? I agree no one should be alone. I know it's quite different thing to experience. I feel one flush of gratitude of their words. Thanks guy, does mean a lot. Also Monica, I told Sayori this earlier, I figured I might appreciate hearing this. No matter how the festival goes, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you. Thank you guys. That lonely feeling has disappeared. You all may have been so welcoming and hitting and believe me, I really appreciate that. So even if this event doesn't go as planned, just know that I really love it here. So I'm glad Sayori told me about these gloves. The others don't like what we have here, well, it's their loss, right? The girls not in agreement, smiling at me. I had no idea my words could have such an impact, but I'm glad they did at the end. It feels so rewarding to be able to give back to the club and change. Monica turns to me, eyes shining with appreciation. Thank you, Ifam, you're right. Hearing those words from newcomer really makes me feel like I succeeded my goal as President Kaicho. After all, I wanted to create a place where people can feel comfortable and share literature, and what you just said makes me feel like it was worth it. She turns to face the other. See guys, if we could show iPhone how amazing this club is, who to say we can't show other students the same thing? Though they're not strangers, see them as potential club members. You're right. She definitely got us inspiring ways to be worked. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, when you actually seeing someone new to the class, just seeing them as a future generation, just make them feel that they're being welcome. Just don't put them pressure too much. So yeah, good thinking, Monica. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, but if they said anything bad about it, I'm gonna do that to them. You sure? Yuri giggles softly. I'm related to you, I'm still quite nervous, but after hearing what you have said, I realized there might be other lonely people out there. This could be a perfect place for them. This place will be a perfect place. Yeah, we might even find more manga enthusiasts. Is that gonna be a manga club? I mean, with a decent run I made before, and someday Natsuki is gonna be on her own, so which is gonna be sad, but in exchange she's gonna be on top. But I don't know, it's not gonna be okay. That's spirit. Now let's go and show the rest of the school just what the literature club is made of. As if on cue, a few people wandered into the room curious and looking around the room. Monica accompanied walks over and greets them, so it begins. Okay, let's see how this goes. Hopefully it's not gonna be it's not gonna be like a first run, isn't it? If it's gonna be like a first run, I mean I have to pick the choice, which is really tough. If that is the same choice, I'm gonna just pick my first pick anyway, but it's gonna be, yeah. Monica and Sayori had greeting newcomers and settled them in the decks throughout the classroom. Some people are already helping themselves to cupcakes, and I noticed Natsuki keeping an eye on them. Meanwhile, Yuri is nervously looking through the pamphlet. I can see her silently smiling the word to the phone. Now I think about it, I should be getting some extra practice as well. I mean, yeah, Yuri is responsible for just getting something done right. So I mean, you should too, main protagonist. Before I can go do so though, Monica head back towards us with Sayori in town. Short time everyone, let's do it guys. I'm getting so wait, I can do this. We grew up and stand together at the front of the classroom. Monica stands at the podium and clears throat, drawing the room's attention to her. Okay Mina, welcome to the Literature Club's poetry performance. My name is Monica, as some of you might know. So go sing near the front of the classroom where I heard Sayori and me. I mean, in the first run, I know Monica's best friend, Sayori, and it's really interesting. Amy, I mean, I hope though. And I'm the senior catcher of the clubs, accompanying me He is Vice President Sayori. Hi guys, and the rest of our club members, Yuri, Natsuki, and last but certainly not least, I found. We all wait back in students a very degrees of enthusiasm. I hope that you all enjoy our Operachi and that we will be able to have contribute a memorable festival. Literature is amazing in its ability to connect us with the human condition, and we really hope that this event will help encourage others to start participating as well. That's a really good way to start the speech, Monica. Our club will gladly welcome any new members, from those who love words and writing as well, to anyone who simply is just curious and wants to know more. After the scheduled performance, we will open up the stage for everyone else who wants to perform and don't be shy. And now, without further ado, not with further ado, we cannot let the audience come wait long, right? I'll be starting my poem, The Way They Fly. Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri, I have sat down front most of the desks, in the frontmost desks, saving the seat at the end of Monica, for Monica. I mean, yeah, Monica needs to place a seat too, no. She stands alone yet still radiating confidence. After splashing the smile and ring as she begins, each word is crystal clear and exudes emotion. Somehow her recitation is even better than it was actually only a few days ago. She must have been practicing hard and tried to achieve perfection. Yeah, Garcia sent a guide, Joe. The classroom is silent at first ring in her words. After a few moments, however, some whispering starts in the back of the classroom. I guess that's in every word, but it still doesn't make any less annoying. I exchange a look at Natsuki, who wrote an added description. Sayori asks my hand and gives me an encouraging smile. She's completely as always. As Monica's poems progresses, and more people wondering, normally this will be a good thing, but they make a lot of noise. I mean, yeah. Did you realize how many people in the school? Thankfully, that simmered down once they realized Monica speaking, but the damage has already been done. She reached the end of the poem. And the last few words resonating in the classroom. A round of applause fills the room, and Monica beams to everyone, patiently waiting for the finish. I mean, yeah, Monica's school idols. I mean, role models. I mean, sometimes she doesn't want to be like that because nobody is perfect, you know. Thank you for listening, everyone. I hope you enjoy my poems and that give you a flavor of what this club is like. For the newcomers, welcome. We're just in the midst of showing you all of our poems. For the benefit of those who have just joined, she quickly reintroduced everyone. Anyway, up next is Natsuki. Take it away. Natsuki stumbles slightly as she makes her way to the front of the class. I guess the notes are really getting to her. I mean, yeah. Last time Natsuki is the last one to recite. Now she's being second. Wow, confidence, huh? I mean, she improved. It doesn't help that someone sneakers causing her to turn right up. Sayori seems nervous though as she asks them to shoot Natsuki a reassuring smile. Natsuki stands at the front of the classroom with her poem in hand, slight trace of irritation still visible on her face. Anyway, so my poems go jump. So she takes the deep breaths and begins her recital. Just as was hoping, she able to inject her Shenmue dancing styles into a performance bringing was life. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really like Natsuki Star's poems, and it's make it simple but genius. I mean, for those who start into a music industry and you want to write lyrics, I mean, Natsuki way is better. Actually, simple but genius, always easier to remember, and then not too complex. She doesn't quite radiate the confidence Monica did, but her unique style shines through. Even the poems of flow and rhythm, while simple is effective, her things are picking up on the newcomers, having their own conversation in the back of the room. And if you start with anger, how can they be so inconsiderate? It's clear that they aren't paying attention, and from the pause and change in Natsuki tones, she clearly predominant in as well. Why can't they just sit that selfish conversation for after a performance? Upon comes to the end, but unlike with Monica, there's like our moment of silence. Once again, there is rounds of applause, but it's clear that the audience engagement is quite strong. I mean, yeah. I mean, talking about first recitation and final recitation, I mean, it also happens in the gig or the concert as well, and people only focus on the first performance and the last performance, but in the middle of the performance, they just like, I don't know. But man, Great performance, Natsuki. I really like the reading of that poems. Natsuki forces a smile and make her way back to the seat. It's clear she's upset. Yeah, we're gonna end the same thing, Sanja. Anyway, our vice no Kaicho Sayori is next to perform. Hey everyone, I hope you like my poems. She cheerily scales in front of poem's hand. How's she gonna save this? As she turns face, she looks a little nervous. She gently, slightly. Sorry, I'm really nervous. Sayori, just remember when we practice a couple for you. Yeah, got this. This one is called my middle. She begins her poem of soft voice and gets into a recital, and there's a remarkable contrast between her cheerful inflection and the more bittersweet nature of the words. Out of corner of my eye, notice people casually picking up the wrappers onto the floor, along with candy wrappers lying on the tables. That's messy. Worse still, the talking is getting louder and more noticeable because they are D-back. Monica looks around at Professor traitors frowning at them. Once the students stare out loud yawn, making absolutely no effort to hide it. Another student picked up one quote and nudged their friend. Huh. They both run and laugh at the message. I get a horrible feeling it's more mocking kind of laugh. At this point, seeing red, even if we were in school, I would have punched these insecurity pricks by now. Yeah. You get, I mean, you know what, I'm just gonna say that. They are totally D-back. The one should be in this route to Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica, and me. Okay? She probably is the sweetest person I ever met. Despite now obvious disruption, she's still trying her best and making a real effort to continue. To her credit, her performance is still commendable. She managed to work on contrasts of her enunciation against the word in her favor. It has interesting depth in the poem. I love to see more of this side of her. She brings the performance to a close hand, shaking slightly. Lovely poem, Sayori, really brought everyone to life. Thank you. Something outfit of was like how she was on Friday. I mean, because of this D-back. Monica's now turning to address everyone in the room. To the point, I remember that it would be much appreciated if everyone could give up some respect while they're performing. Yeah, I mean, I did talk about this before in the first run. I mean, there's an argument. I mean, that's Monica mistakes, and also Natsuki mistake as well, and also Sayori mistake as well, Yuri mistake as well, maybe my mistake as well. Everyone is making mistake in this scenario. I mean, we all haven't thought about these things in the first place, so dang it. Monica looks stern while Natsuki looks impossibly furious. Thinking now the stake is all yours, Yuri, but I don't know if she can handle this. Yuri looks terrified at this point. Sayori gives her a reassuring squeeze and I lean over, whispering into her ears. Got this, Yuri, just pretend sounding me, Natsuki, Sayori, and Monica. I can do this, I found. Yes, you can. I believe me. I see how passionate you can become when you talk about Project Markov. I love that. I love seeing you beside like you said. School can be perfect place for any new people. You just don't know yet. She swallows her nervously, nodding at my words. Yeah. Okay, thank you. She rises her feet, poem is collapsing from to her chest and her body. Eye contact with everyone as she walks up. Her eyes pick up to glance at the classroom as she got on stage, although she quickly tossed her head back and down to look at one on the poem. His points go at the mirrors of Crimson Eye, same thing as before. Her voice were as she started, but unlike a recitation a few days ago, the mixed and trembling voice of Yuri remains well into her poems. She determinedly forged ahead, but I can tell she's now enjoying it in slightness. The rest of the classroom, momentarily subdued by Monica's words, soon begins to grow louder again. After a few lines of poems, they are even more unruly than before. The clearing of rappers is in the air, and at a few points, Yuri is almost drowned by other voice. I catch a few people getting up and leaving the classroom, and by the slight hitch in her voice, it seems Yuri sees them as well. And her eyes stay closed into her poems now. It's like she's trying to hurt this to ignore everyone. That's really good things to do because you need to focus on one thing. When you do something really important, just focus on one thing, and then you just don't care about the other else. So yeah. One boy quietly whistled at Yuri, causing her to jump and lower her head even more. Oh, that was so rude. Uncool, D-bag. She is shaking like a leaf. This absolutely disgusting behavior. I opened my eyes suddenly. Suddenly, Natsuki sent out a loud scraping noise from her, pushing away from the desk, drawing attention to her students. Can you just shut up? I really freaking sick of this. How can you guys be so rude? We're trying our best to show you something amazing here, and you're trying to stomp over and hop like that? Unbelievable. I can't understand how people can be this arrogant. This is brain table. I don't want to interrupt you, Yuri, but I can't stay anymore. You idiot might as well leave if you aren't even going to pretend pay attention. The complete silence for a beat. And that's D-bag. On the camera for anyway, let's go guys. That D-bag. I mean, god dang it. And once this was because Lee's friends were one by one more students started following them down the door. I throw a pen in the look over Monica, who holding a strange stiff expression on her face, as she is struggling to stay calm with everyone. After a few moments, desperately everyone left. Yuri meanwhile quietly begins speaking again, but her voice is barely audible. It's just slipping silence accompanying her words. As when she's finished, a weak smothering applause sounds from the few who are left. She unsteadily stepped down from the stage, a blank look on her face. She would look at any of us either. I'm worried about her, yeah. I mean, I don't know what will happen if I'm gonna pick her next. But this time, I'm not in her route, but man, okay. Monica was cracked as she speak up. She's still trying her best to see her through this. What matters is that you're not giving up. That's the reason why. It's meant to you, and you trying to your best not to give up. That's a really good mental that you really need to have. You never give up, no matter what. I don't think any of us can predict that the input turns out this way. Thank you, you did wonderfully. I'm sincerely sorry for the respect and sheer arrogance you had to endure. The kind of people read or worse. To those who are left, I want to thank you for staying and apologize as well. This is definitely not a normal occurrence for literature club, I'll show you. But let's finish off your from then with the poems that I didn't wrote. With a heavy heart. I mean hit as well because yeah, I'm in this situation, I've got pissed too, no? With a heavy heart, I slowly get up and walk onto the stage. I get in the podium by the side of the classroom, getting a cupcake wrappers up strewn across the floor and got across a late toss around about. With many of the class now featuring shows prints all the words and can read that. The remnants of goodie bags are left ripped upon their some sea. Even the country curtain looks tangled up and messy. The only students left are the one who waved to Monica at the beginning. This is what you really had to see when reciting her poem. No wonder she didn't want to look up and face these people. They are really doing this now. How were the other people able to finish the poem? I look at the clock, only 10:20. It's only been 20 minutes. Taking a shake of breath, I begin to speak. Hi everyone, I'd like to take a second to apologize as well about those checking out the club today and those who are already in it. But despite everything that happened, I can say that I'm glad I joined since I can meet so many amazing people. I believe that you guys will love it as much as I did too. Anyhow, I hope that you all enjoy Acquainted with the Night. Ooh, nice choice. Even though that's not a poem I pick here for myself. I mean, I only pick the poems that famous poets wrote in the games actually. In real life, if I was in situation, I would do the same because my writing suck. I start reading and I'm struck once again by the video of poems. The loneliness and isolation conveyed so accurately, I can relate to a lot of this feeling. I won't be as good as others reciting, but I can only hope that I will be able to do poem justice. I'm doing both the poet and the club round will strengthen my spirit, and I managed to fight through the depressing mood. The quiet of the classroom suits the lines of the poems well, and my recital seems to fly by rather quickly. Excellent performance. I felt well privileged to round up the event. As I sit up on the stage, Monica stands up and addresses the room. Thank you all for coming and staying. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. That's the first scheduled recitation, but you guys are free to stay and hang out with one. I mean, it turns out to be the same things, but I don't know what your choice is gonna be. Is this gonna be different or the same? There's an awkward silence for a few moments, then the remaining students start standing up. Hey Monica, and oh, you too, iPhone. Hey, Shiori, welcome back. Even, I mean, Monica's best friend. I didn't know you were in these clubs. The girl staying before us is actually my homeroom class representative, Shiori. Given that both she and Monica are class rep, so they're probably friends. I mean, best friends, you know. Yeah, only joined about a week ago, so I see. Yep. Hey, that way you guys were cheating was seriously awful. Yeah, it's fine. Thanks for staying. Either way, sorry about everything, Monica. I check out the club sometimes. She gives a small commiseratory smile and I'm torn between wondering whether everyone's beating us or sympathizing with us. And I honestly like Shiori. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she probably if she has the choice in this game, I'm definitely gonna choose her first. And I really want to know her, and as well the same thing with Amy. And yeah, they all start to file out of the classroom after a few more goodbyes. Monica gives me a strange smile plaster on her face. Meanwhile, Yuri has a head buried in her arm's face. In contrast, Natsuki is staring straight ahead, gritting her teeth, and Sayori looks down at her desk, picking out a small vanished wood. And you can see the cotton box being covered, and it turns the lights off, and the room is messy in the game. And I have to deal with this choice again. And it's gonna be the same choice, isn't it? To say this tension in the air would be my second statement. The silent roommate was by sign of awkwardness. No one knows what to say. No one's explaining the festival in this way to impact his results at all. So that could have become better by telling humor for flash, and I immediately regret speaking. Natsuki gives me a dirty look, but Sayori smiles wanly. Meanwhile, it looks like Monica's face has finally fallen. The characters also light up and darken up in a different scenario. That's a really nice detail as well. And I kind of not noticed this my first run because I thought they kind of look the same when the lights up, but it's actually look a little bit brighter, so it's really nice detail, you know. I mean, they can actually light up and darken the characters pretty well. I don't understand why they go wrong so wrong, guys. We spent so long preparing for this, and after all effort, for the first time, that outgoing confidence Monica always seems to radiate a snub out. She clearly cares a lot about this event, and I feel awful for her. And I don't get it either. I thought you guys all did such a good job as well. The decoration, the recitals, not a recycle. I mean, it would be yeah. I mean, in the mid festival, you can actually throw away garbage as well. But since mental are not getting there yet, I mean, we're just gonna be happy for a while, and then once the festival are done, we clean it later. So some school they do have recycles bins, and they have different types of trash bins, so you can actually arrange which trash to throw away. But yeah, I'm sorry, Monica. I don't worry about your iPhone. It's not like it's a phone anyway. Since my week that maze glancing around, notices Yuri and Natsuki seems particularly upset. With Yuri looking absolutely dejected and Natsuki seems extremely mad. And Natsuki got mad, which is why I think it's gonna be the same choice, isn't it? But just in case, I'm not in her route, but just in case, I'm gonna say when that settings pops up. This your phone, Monica. I told you it was a stupid idea. I was not even that comfortable with doing this in the first place. Now look where it's landed us. Excuse me, my phone. You all agreed to do this, buying me for what? Thinking it would be actually go well. What's so wrong about that? We agreed to do this because we felt like you were forcing us. Well, no, because you're in the wrong here, Natsuki. I mean, come on. We cannot start a club doing nothing. Okay, you cannot um, organize the club in the festival doing absolutely nothing. I did talk about this before in the first run. I was really hoping that this wouldn't happen, given everyone loves moods and arguments lasting minute. I didn't force anyone, Natsuki. You know how much this club meant to me, and I was just excited to show what we have to do to the rest of the school. Yeah, because that was such a good idea, wasn't it? I really starting to get sick of your constant sarcasm, you know? Like, can you just try being positive for once in your life? It's just funny you say that because I'm really starting to get sick of your self-righteous, all attitude. When we told you it's a bad idea, but no. You just have to insist on this, even though no one's happy with it. It was a good reason. Yeah, I can say it's a good reason because in the festival you cannot do nothing, okay? You have to do something like recitation what Monica did was actually right, and you have more activity as well. I mean, since everything is running, so man, I mean, not much of the activity has been held, isn't it? And then, or next time is just cleaning the room. I cannot say clean the garbage because it sounds like way rude, so I just rather say it's clean the room. It was for a reason. I mean, I can say it's a good reason. Look how much I've enjoyed here. It was really unreasonable to think I could find someone else like him. Or is that just too positive for you to even fathom? It's awful. The other students were bad enough, and now Monica and Natsuki are going to each other's throats. Look how badly everyone was humiliated. How inconsiderate all those. What? She struggles for a moment, her anger inhibiting her baby this big. Those a-hole were all of us. They didn't give a damn about anything we had to say. What did that one P say? He was the only here for food. All of the hard work just for one nothing. Why do I have a feeling that D-bag is just looks kind of nearly similar as Sakurai? I mean, I don't think it looks similar, but it's the art style, you know. So I'm kind of suspicious. Oh, however, was just nothing. She angrily gave one of the decks, and Lamnos chose Yuri, who looks up with tears in her eyes. I mean, the more could have done better when the script said that Natsuki kicks one of the decks, and then the noise like, then that's gonna make more feels to the scenario. I mean, it could be better. This Natsuki, don't tell me you're taking her side, Yuri. You have to experience the worst of it. I don't get why you're not mad either. Natsuki, there's no point being angry at Monica. She didn't want it to happen. She had no idea people would react this way. Despite not the students were rude, I really don't like fighting inside the club itself. Yeah, but if Monica just listened to us, we had said we weren't comfortable with the whole idea. This would have never happened. Monica said this is the kind of conflict she generally leaves to Sayuri to deal with. In this case, Sayuri lets to distract to intervene. I mean, yeah, her feeling back in the previous episodes, I'm not sure about this. Like, when you're not understanding it, sometimes you just have to take risks. So this didn't go well, but this was always chance. If I wouldn't have anything like this, we could have a new member. She turned to me. I mean, you all people can understand the best, right? I found you made the choice to come here. Look how much you enjoy it. Or don't you just try to suck on me, Monica? Face it, you never listen to us. You can't remember and take our opinions into account. Tell me I'm not alone thinking that I have fun. Oh, great. Now I have choose side. I mean, save. I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, I would pick Monica over Natsuki. I really don't want to do this. I just really look at Yuri's theory, but both look too upset to want to get involved. So I guess it's gonna be override the save because I think this is gonna be better. But I picked both options already, and I'm not in this round anymore. So I think it's gonna be either way, isn't it? Because no matter which round I'm gonna pick, I have to choose Monica no matter what. It is just Monica. This choice is just Monica, isn't it? I think this choice is just Monica. Something tells me it's going to make me I'm popular with Natsuki. My best message was going up will come next. Natsuki, come on, you know better than I do. Monica does this club. It's not only natural she wants to share with the rest of the school. Seriously, you're actually thinking aside, can't believe this. No, it's not like that. I'm not thinking aside, just fairly. It's just what? That's exactly what you're trying to do. I found you're trying to back, Natsuki, that's not what you're trying to say, just, of course, jumping to his age. Sure, Monica. Monica's experience for I think Natsuki has finally gone too far. She closes her eye and takes a deep breath, evidently trying to contain her anger. She's Natsuki, don't you get this little hour older? You didn't have to shout her. But you haven't even been here for 5 days. Is everyone making me so out to be a bad guy here because you started it first? Remember when Monica said she made sure people weren't going to be rude during a performance? And yeah, we all made mistakes. We haven't think about that scenario right at the beginning, so we. I mean, just talk it out, but not in an argument way, and we have to apologize to each other. And hey, it's not as go as planned. We totally not think about that, so apologize for not fully prepared. But congratulations, you did fantastic job with that. I mean, we all do, right, Natsuki? I mean, it's not like anyone would whistle at you or anything, was it? Some unfortunate were. How bit the sarcastic tirade continues on each point person ending the atmosphere. I'm the only one who can see this for what it is. It's just Monica trying to use a club to boost her popularity. It's sick to me. You think we're just all some sort of pause you? Explain why you didn't consider how reluctant we all were to do this, or why you let everyone just walk over us. Natsuki, you're just being ridiculous now. Why would I want to hurt over us? It's not exactly easy on me either. Natsuki now is not the reasons. What what will you do of all people know about life being hard? I mean, everyone's life is being hard these days. I mean, come on. 2020 is already bad years, and 2021, I don't know what's going to come up next. Monica blinks, looking like she's been slapped. It's easy for you, Monica, with your roles as a queen of this school. Everyone is like you're the brat. You have such a perfect life at all, never having to defend your interests, never have anyone ridicule on you for the things you like. Share classes with those people, and you can bet they're gonna have a lot of fun telling everyone else about how much you lose we all are. Guess what? It's all because of you. I came back particularly here the Venom tripping her worth at this point is absolutely horrible. Face it, Siri would be a not man. I mean, that's the line that I really hate to say. God dang it! I mean, as in my first run, I still hate to say this line, but now I still hate to say this line either. I mean, going back to having to deal with this, and good God. So Ruby, I hate to say this. I don't want to compare things. Social media life, man. Comparing things and roasting everyone's, and man, Siri will be a better president than he could ever be. I mean, even though I'm in this character round, but still, these are not good things you say, Natsuki. You've gone too far. And with that, sickening sentence for onto the room once more. This time it's a million times worse. Fire Natsuki eyes blazing and quiet sobs can be heard from Yuri. Yes, Sayuri miserably hugging herself, looking completely lost for words. Monica is wearing a stony expression on her face, looking raging heartbroken. Her girls waits for a reply and bombshell that Natsuki just dropped on her. And yeah, there she goes. But without when Monica turns on her heel, walked out the door, the entire Natsuki was hanging in the air behind her. There was no one to say. For every moment, the heavy silence remains. The exchange looks, Yuri is smiling and wiping her eyes on her sleeves, and Sayuri is standing around awkwardly. Natsuki, on the other hand, refuses to make anyone gaze. She looks like she's preparing her work just a little bit. Guys, please can we make sure that never happens again? It's awful. It was horrible to experience, to say the least. Without Monica to restore order and keep things going, the club suddenly feels very aimless and disorganized. Natsuki, I know you're angry, but can you please find Monica and apologize? But please, I know you're feeling a bit guilty over what you say after all you be mean. Natsuki grumbles with something under her breath. Nah, it's okay, I go find Monica. No offense, Natsuki, but I don't think she probably want to see you right now. I wish I as the word leaves my mouth, there's probably more diplomatic ways of saying it. Natsuki laughs and glares at me. Fine. As I turn to leave, I silently motion to Yuri and Sayori and try to talk to Natsuki. Sayori nods and Yuri nervously swallows. Now, where would Monica go? I mean, based on my first run that I experienced, I know where she go, but somewhere that people don't like. She probably wants somewhere quiet. She could be by herself, right? She goes out of the classroom, the courtyard, and cafeteria. The only two ways coming to my articles. You can't go there. The rooftop. I'm hoping isn't the place. I make my way over the staircase and that listening up to the top, thinking about how this conversation is going to go. And it's a really nice stair, man. Reminds me of one of the first I thought it's like happy animes, and now it's suddenly becoming horror. I mean, I hope Monica's not gonna do something rash. I mean, the skip button still lights up, you know. But she even was telling me she didn't even say anything as she lights. Was she that upset? But given what Natsuki said, I really wouldn't blame Monica, because there's only one way to find out. And there's a door at the top, at the top of the stairs, which opens out to the rooftop. Pressing myself, I put my hand on the cool steel doors handles and push the door opens. Also, I really like the detail when you have the signs written in Japanese as well. Really nice detail as well. I mean, I'm not just only playing the games and reading the script, but I also focus on the visual as well. And the views upstairs is really something I receive as the wind cuts through my blazer. As I go there and desolate place, I'm feeling setting for what just happened. I look around, there she is, leaning slightly over barriers at the edge of the rooftop. Her face turns away from me. Now please self from her, not even the wind slaps the door behind me closed. Monica? No answer. I slowly approach her, making as little noise as possible in some illogical attempt to not scare her away. You look pretty upset, so I thought I could find you. I cheer up, mentally berating myself at how that must have sounded. She stays quiet. Yeah, she also said quietly at the time. Yeah. But also, I like the soundtrack of this game as well. I'm not gonna lie. She stayed completely still as I sit her up to her side, leaning on the railing so that I can see her face. I don't know what I expected, but her expression is only calm. Yeah, only calm. Monica? Beautiful view, isn't it? Yeah, you can say that. Is that the reason you came here? Part of it. On day like this, the wind and the totally stretching blue sky make me feel like I can go anywhere. It feels free. There's something comforting in the possibility of getting swallowed up by that blue. Being able to simultaneously take control and lose control. Monica, well, I know that you're obviously not okay, but I'm not asking if you're okay to know if you're okay. I'm going to ask if you're okay so that you can choose to talk to me about whatever you want to give you an opportunity to open up. So, are you okay? A thin smile appears on your face. Progress. That's sweet of you, phone. To be honest, I didn't expect you to have any attack at all. Me neither. You expect that I'd be crying up here? I could expect you worse. Contemplating us not leaving or something. Still safe. Don't worry, I wouldn't do it just because of this festival. Well, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to cry out. You know, I actually thought I would cry at first, but maybe I will cry out. I guess I come and tells me all the things Natsuki said already. She says just remember the words so casually. What Natsuki said wasn't true, Monica. I think that you'll find the sticks in the schedule. I hasn't tried to keep less empty words after she arched an eyebrow at me. And I'm not just saying it to you either. Remember what I said before the festival during the little pep talk? She repeated nods. But I'm gonna reiterate it anyway because it's important you're aware of how much I mean it. Thank you for everything. You took me in when I really need. Remember how I said earlier I've been really lonely? She nods again. Well, that's how things have been for me recently. I haven't been much of a parent lately, and most of my days I've spent alone. Same things here in real life though. All that changed when I joined your clubs. You were so friendly and welcoming. Not once yeah, you ever turned me away because I was a poet. I mean, between you and me, I know my poems. And one of the greatest. And you have a lot of potential, I found. I didn't like your poems. I'm glad you think so, but anyway, that's beside the point. You accepted me, who I was, and I was always willing to help. And you were always willing to help me. And more importantly, you embrace everything that every other girls hold dear to their hearts. Definitely the sign of good president, if you ask me. I mean, yeah. Monica, you don't need to be bashful. I mean, even though bad things happen, it doesn't mean you give up. That's the best thing I like about you. I mean, in the original games, you're just like, hey, just Monica secretly. But yeah, that's. I mean, I would terrify about it, but your personality is not giving up. I mean, it's ups and downs. It can be a pros and cons, but in this scenario, in real, it's a pros and it's a good things. But in the original game, it's a cons because it's like too obsessed. You should not give up on that. And in this mod, that you should not give up on that. Yeah. Before that, I said that double negative, and now this time is a negative only. Monica looks down one moment, composing herself. If she composing herself, and then miss my eyes with a smile. Thank you, I found. It really means a lot. Like I said earlier, hearing about all of this from a newcomer really does makes me believe I hit the goal to save myself. What I want is create a little haven that people could go home no matter their writing abilities. I mean, yeah, school can be a secondary home for most students because they can make friends, and for some people who have strict parents and they see school is safer than actual home. We're taking from someone who joined only a few days ago, then you definitely see that. Also, had you not made scouts, I would never have gotten to meet Yuri Natsuki or even be able to hang out with Sayori again. No, I have not gotten to get to know you better either, and that would have been real shame. I briefly nudged her, receiving a nudge back. This past week has probably been the happiest I ever been in a long time, and that is all thanks to you. We share a smile once that I'm now sure it's completely genuine on Monica's part. I don't really know what to say. It's okay, seriously, I just wanted you to know how I feel. Yeah, just talk it out. Just talk how I feel. Just talk about how you feel. Talk everything. It's just, man, on that way we can know each other better, Anyway, Natsuki was a bit out of order with her word, but honestly I don't think she meant it. I guess tensions were just running really high, and you know better than I do how fiery she can be. Yeah, I know she was just really upset, but hearing those words, it hit pretty deep, I tried telling myself not to take her words too hard because I knew she was just upset. But it was that line about Sayori being better casual. I don't know why it got under my skin so much. Which is like Monica, people say often things when they don't mean they were upset. Yeah, when they were upset. Sayori and Yuri are talking to her now, and I get a feeling she wants to apologize, but just doesn't know how to. Well, that's definitely something Natsuki needs to work on. By the way, thanks for making the effort to find me. It really means a lot. I'm suddenly struck by the situation I'm in. Yeah, I am alone with one of the most attractive older girls of the years having a heart at heart. Probably in a situation most of our guys in school would give to be in. My face heats up a little as I proceed. Not the half fair, rather vulnerable since we were in. You welcome Monica, nothing thank me for. I sheepishly scratched the back of my neck. Which girl fucking the other though? I don't want them to worry or anything. We stand up and make our way back to the door. I hope so. It wasn't actually. It wasn't exactly nice to tell you have perfect life and that you never experience any difficulties. As we make our way back to the club, I just hope Sayori and Yuri were able to talk some sense into Natsuki. The last thing we need is another argument to roll it closer to end it all. She silent as and we wanted to see make our way back to the classroom. Finally arrived, squeezed her shoulder and takes a deep breath of in. Ah, they're back! And Yuri and Sayori hurry over to us, looking worried at Monica. Meanwhile, Natsuki remains standing opposite side by herself unfolded. Hey guys, I'm alright already. Taking some time outside helped me clear my head, and I'm feeling a lot better now. Not to mention I was real help too. It was frightening the process had to consider using our clubs in the schedule. Yeah, and now everyone's come down and we talk things out. Natsuki, why don't you come out join us? Fine. Change position. She dressing her face, she makes her way over to us. I noticed Monica fidgeting with the hem of her skirt and smiled reassuring at her. Okay, so I'm here. Natsuki eyes does up to meet Monica's just a second. There's an awkward silence. Natsuki was chased away, so he raised her eyebrows at her, causing a smaller gust to return at Claire. Even though it's not easy to say sorry, you have to say sorry. It's just, you know, some people really say sorry a lot, but this time you need to say sorry because it's a big mistake. I think what Natsuki mistake is that she just said all those things in a heat of a moment. Her passion as it were. Can I speak to myself, okay? She said that, but alright, I'm just gonna get this over with. I want to say I didn't mean it when I said you were a bad president. I guess it's pretty good that you care a lot about the cops. Siri nods vigorously at her, taking her on. It's just that those jerks piss me off so much that I bloody ask random things and need to vent. But I won't lie, it does seem that you always get special treatment because you're so popular, Monica. But then again, I wouldn't know what you have to go through. You're on a totally different level from the rest of us. Natsuki. Anyway, that's all I guess. I always see you as friend and I hope you're still able to see me as one too. There's tension in the air once again as you anxiously wait for the monster to respond, but I still think it's now kind of an apology because you didn't say any word about sorry. Natsuki shifts back and forth on her feet looking at him like she was almost to run away from the scene. Thank you for saying that. I'm not going to lie either. Your comment doubting of my presidency is hurt. Definitely not true though. You a great president, Monica. Yeah, you brought us all together. Without you, we wouldn't have become friends, and I wouldn't have introduced you to the world of poetry. I agree, it's an amazing feeling to be able to talk like-minded individual. Yeah, as far as the syndicature goes, we could definitely do worse. So, why did you not just do a festival? I guess only normal when syndicature of all people want the club to grow. Thanks, guy. I guess that after all that, I am not just a skill party. I mean, it would be really great if you could. That's certainly an understatement. Your turn to look at Yuri, surprised at the glimpse of her humorous side of her. Yes, it's something strange, because this is not the right scenario to make jokes, you know. We try to make closer here. Oh, Yuri, you're so funny. I think the brain when I've been subconsciously holding. It seems like everything turns out well in the end, or at least as well as they can, given the circumstance. Back to the pose. Okay, Mina. With that catchphrase, everything seems to alright in the world once again. I totally forgot to mention it, but we still need to clean everything up. I'm sure that with all of us working together, though, I won't take that long to do. It won't take that long to do. I'm assuming everyone's just going to skip the festival and go home after this. I'm pretty tired of all this stuff just happened. Same I. Same here. I wish I could leave too, but I had shit in Manica's cafe after this. It's alright though, everyone can move in there so you can all go home. I mean, there's other clubs to look after too, right? I mean, come on. Everyone starts cleaning up the room, myself included. Yuri and Natsuki stopping packing up the essential oil except and couple of chairs, respectively. Meanwhile, Sayuri and Monica pick up everything and type on ground legs. It's like everything in all choice that festival has ever happened in here. Although I can't help but think there's still lingering tension in the air despite Monica's cheering expression. I have a feeling that Monica might just be putting the cups before herself in this case. But only thing I can do now is hope that everyone feels better tomorrow. It would be nice to get home from school early for a change and be able to relax. Although now that I think about it, I really only have anime and video games to look forward to. Because everything that happened today is going to be plaguing my mind tonight. I think you should just stay and look out for other clubs. Just not go home immediately. Okay? I mean, really tired of being introvert now. That's alarm. Morning already? I go outside from before alarm clock. Man, I just realizing into their beds. It's natural feeling this time of waking up, but it's time anyway. 10:30 and holy crap. I already pretty much missed the first few classes. Should I even go to school today or just my noses skip? I feel spider wrench within my mouth and lay there. But after a bit, I lay on bed and began throwing my uniform. I don't even want to go to school, but stringing feel compared to the still of my everyday routine, it's not really treating me well. I'll try to eat breakfast today. To be honest, I'm usually too lazy to pay any day anyway. It's 10:39 a.m. now, making good time. Hang on. It's Saturday, and that's, yeah. Absent-minded. Really absent-minded. I mean, festival just ended, and you're just gonna assume, hey, we still gonna have school, right? Sorry. I mean, this feels strange because festival on Monday, and then you just time swap to all the way to Saturday. I mean, what the freak? As the realization hits me, all the nervous tension spreads out on my body, leaving me slouched over and exhausted. Now that I'm already out of bed, I might as well do something productive today. Although I have not get changed into my normal clothes first. At least there's no school to get not today, although unfortunately teachers are still feeling the effect of the festival. Thankfully, the outward atmosphere is only subtle, but even I, a newbie, can see everyone being treading on the eggshells. I really do hope that things can eventually get back to normal, but at this rate, I can easily see everyone drifting apart. Monica hasn't spoken to me about things yet either. I meant to talk to her about the festival argument the day after, but I could figure out a way to confront her about it. It's probably just me being too reluctant to bring things up. I never really found the right time to talk. She get out of house for once and talk to me about this thing. Yeah, be extrovert, okay? Staying at home, this is, we all get tired of it, but yeah, in real life, social distancing, this is happening around the world. Man, it's tough life, man. If that none of that happened, I would gonna just gonna go outside, just clear my head. I, it would be a nice change of pace for staying on my computer all day. Gonna get rid of that pasty, FL complex. At least the weather isn't bad today. It's a regular sunny day, not too hot not to go. It's just me in my bag and commuting area. I don't even know where I'm heading to. It's gonna be different because I'm playing different characters. I mean, maybe I'll just take Sayori and see how is she doing though, although she's probably not awake anyway. I haven't hung out with her in a while, and it might prove to be a nice surprise for her. Actually, the more I think about it, the more appealing the idea sounds. Imagine the festival fiasco probably upset her, given how much she cares about love and the other girls. Can't have to see if she okay take a mind of it. As I can imagine she really has much going on either. They are my friends show her a message. Hey Sayuri, what's up? Definitely gonna appear in the thumbnails. No replies. Checking time knowing Sayori is probably still sleeping. I suppose anything before noon is considered early for her. Again, I'm not much better. The only reason I'm up so early on Saturday because I thought it was a full day. To get myself, my parents would definitely be surprised if they learned I was up before midday Saturday. Absent-minded. But still, it's also a good idea when you have something to get up at 10, even though it's a weekend, and then you can have more time to actually, having breakfast, even though it's near lunchtime, and then you have lunch, and then you still have living a normal life at least. They used to joke around call me a nocturnal, like I was a vampire. Not an empire, a vampire. Empire vampire. Oof. Thinking about it, I keeping my sleep cycles here was wrong, so I don't have the ability to turn into a bat though. For super speed. Well, at least the weather's nice. It's early October now, which is best possible. As in, it's not quite as hot it was in the summer, and the real bite of winter hasn't kicked yet. It's fairly warm with probably bright clouds accompanied with the blue sky. Crouching down on a bench, I aimlessly flicking through my phone while I await series replies. Finally, my phone goes off. Oh my god, it's so weird to see Sayori's in the same outline text as a blue. I think she should have fit with the orange colors as the outline. However, sorry for the delay, I just woke up low. Yeah, definitely gonna make this as a good thumbnail. Okay, there we go. However, sorry for the delay, I just woke up low. Got it. Don't worry about it. Just wondering if you want to go to part something is not there at all. So then, which one? Look, you see, I'll give you a surprise. Yeah, that definitely gonna make a better thumbnail actually. So yeah, I normally using um, start buttons alternate and print screen as the screenshot and then make it as the thumbnails and yeah, is that gonna be a part that I've been in the first run too? Sounds fun. Just give me a few minutes to get ready, okay? Yep, let me know when you're dressed and I'll be outside your house. Alrighty. As I set my phone back into my pocket, I started endlessly playing what we get up to. There's a park near our house where we were children. It was almost like second home to us. So much time spent exploring. We used to get tons of ice cream at the playground after working in puppy dog on our parents. In fact, I think it was at that very park that I first met Sayori. So thinking about ice cream, I'm not even surprised we met. Initially bonded over food. Good times. Another notification. Okay, I'm good coming out now. In the middle of the road. But wait, are you wearing property right now? Yep. Because I remember in the original game she wearing the same outfit but not as properly, I guess. With Sayori in town, with make our way over. So I know you say it's meant to be surprised, but can I get a tiny hint? Shy. Please, after all, it's super early. To my watch, it's 11:30. Sayori is almost noon. It's not early. Yeah, super early. Really? Jesus, this sleepyhead. I mean, she's not wrong. I suppose you got a point. Alright. I think conspiratorially, it's super top secret stuff. Understood, Agent? If I give you a code name childhood, what will you think? She crunches up her face, fiddling with strand of her hair in her hand. Oh, I know. Is she going gay on the first try? You might be impressed. You're not taking me back to elementary school, aren't you? It would be cool though. That's a good answer, Sayori. Well, that whole got shut down. I can't have a sign. No, what did I'll give you another hint. I mean, it's a good answer, Sayori. I mean, I really like to see elementary school. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I give you another hint. You remember when we first met? It wasn't some elementary school, was it? It wasn't an elementary school, was it? Did you say that one more time? Kidding. You kind of fun to wind up sometime, you know. Makes a change from you always being a mini to me. Love is really. It's the only way I can get you back from all those tricks you used to play on me, you know. Tricks? I don't know what you're talking about. The innocent childlike screen is back on her face. Already, I'm glad I decided to sex her instead of going back to sleep. What about the time you told my mom that I threw the tennis ball at you, so she made me give you my candy? Oh, the time we climbed the tree with Gusta, I told you to be too high, but you didn't listen. I had to get us down. I agree. Although that climb was pretty fun, the views were incredible. See, that it wasn't bad. I know it was good nature. We used to get us so much mischief. We sure did. Anyway, I think I know where we're going. Paco Park, right? Paco Park. Is that a real park? Because I'm really curious because you mentioned about so online leech last time. Is that a real park or you just make a name of it? Paco Park. So there is something in the head. Yeah, I'm just at the door then, huh? Hey. Okay, so it's the park that I've been with Monica at night time, but this time it's nice and shine. And so here we are. Oh, I love this place, and I'm sure you do love some photo shoots. I mean, it's most still handy when you use a right click and then you hide away the dialogue and then screenshot. Oh, I love this place. Haven't been here for so long. Yeah, me neither. They sit in a wooden bench which afford us a lovely view of the park around us. Children are playing solo board games as their parents get inevitably. Dogs are running around as their owner laugh and chase them. I smile here, Sayori. I truly feel like I'm home. Figure even though both of us could take a trip down memory lane, especially after fiasco festival and everything. Yeah, just to lay your head, you know. From the change of tone and expression, the festival still looks like it's bothering her. Can blame her or the class member are feeling it. I would feel the same thing in real life as well. I mean, it's not gonna be easy in weeks, right? I was hoping that things would go back how they used to. Yeah, that. I mean, yeah, the festival was a failure, but the class still a nice little place for us fire, right? Sarah looks ahead, easily poking at a trick on her feet. Yeah, it is. I just really wish people were so mean. They will practice super hard too. Oh, that for nothing. Hey, come on, Sayori. It's not like you need to be so depressing. Shouldn't dread too much on that anyway. But that's done right. She said, I wanted it to be a good day. She brings a slightly shameful looks crosses her feature. You're right. I'm sorry. Now don't apologize after it was me brought you up, so I can't really talk. Anyway, I brought you here because I know this place means a lot to you. I was worried you might get upset, so I was hoping to cheer you up. I could cheer you up. I thought you didn't have to do that. Well, that, but most importantly, that I just needed to execute the house. She pokes me in the wrist and I laugh. So where do I begin? I mean, if I poke my rib, I'm saying a rib, I would fine. But if others people spoke me on the wrist, I would like, oh my god. I was like laughing out as well. I ticklish, you know. She giggles. I guess first don't know where to start. We almost like we just met and don't know what to say to each other. In a strange way, I guess that is the case to some extent. I guess I start. You know, I always been curious as to why you joined the literature club. I didn't really think that poetry was a thing. She leaned towards the resting her chin on her knees. When Monica and I actually same class, she was the one who told me about it. In a way, I guess it was kind of like I was kind of like you. Like me. Yeah, as in, I didn't really think of much of poetry. It's not that I didn't like it, I just didn't think too much about it. But as I joined, and Monica told me more and more about literature, about how poetry can be a really nice way to express yourself. I love it. Anyone can write poetry, and that's what I really like. It doesn't matter who you are, what your interests are, how good you are. There's something for everyone. Interesting, Yuri, Monica, and Sayori all appreciate poetry for a different reason. I get the sense that Yuri likes poetry as it gives her opportunity to express deep and complex stuff. Monica seems to be on a similar wavelength to Yuri, but I think she prefers abstract stuff more. But then again, I guess Yuri also uses a lot of abstract themes in her poems, like metaphor. Who knows? I'm still amateur, huh? Sayori noticed my chuckles. What's up? Nothing. I just thinking about how everyone in the class seems to appreciate different things in poetry. Why else? Sarah has a far away look in her eyes as she asks the next question. I remember we used to think alike in so many ways, like when we used to look at clouds, we see a lot of similar things in the skies. I mean, they form some shape, right? So I wonder, do you still do that? I grinned. I had totally forgotten how much we used to enjoy cloud watching back in the day. Every time I remember something more from our childhood, it brings smile to my face. Now watching perfectly captured that innocent carefree instance of nostalgia. I had totally forgotten about that. We really let our imagination run wild, didn't we? And the best thing is, what? Yeah, clouds are so good like that. What about that one? She then takes her outstretched fingers in her hand and points it at specific spots. And last time I see at the clouds view is not end well. And I got super mad. But this time I'm just gonna try my best. Yeah, I can see that one now. This one looks like a fish. Where? Excuse me? How? Is it like a fish that has the voice of God? That's so small. What's that one? This kind of look like a little frog. How? Is that? This is what I love about clouds. They are so. What's the word? Cloudy? Ow! You really like poking me in the rib, don't you? I was trying to think about the right word. I think I heard you say it once. Versatile? Versatile? I think that means something is. I forgot. I don't know that word either. But it sounds like it fits. Yes, I think that's about right. We go how different people see different things when looking at the exact same one. I wonder what the other girls will see. Probably getting for Natsuki if something spooky with you they need. Imagination. You really know them well, huh? What do you think about Monica will see? A piano? How? I mean, you could interpret a cloud however you want, right? I was just thinking about the stuff reminds to her. Well, I'm happy that you still cloud case the same way. Yeah, that makes two of us. I was getting worried maybe, I don't know, we're too far apart. So much so that we're totally different people. But that doesn't look to be in the case. Yeah. By the way, I found out you've been meaning to ask you, how are you doing in school? Jeez, that's a kind of boring question, don't you think? Because I'm the main protagonist and I'm done bad school and I'm just always focused on being introvert and watching animes and playing video games. Don't try and warm in this one, mister. Still worrying about you, you know. I just want to know if you're doing fine, that's all. There's nothing to worry about. I'm just doing just fine. You sound a bit like mom. Can tell you there's a compliment of an insult. Or an insult. Mr. will take you to our grave, huh? Her subsequent sequence out makes me chuckles. If I got you past school, wouldn't that make you less pouty to me? You think you can change my word with food, huh? Depends on the flavors. Better not to say if Sayuri is ever actually a noble me, just get her some sweet. Who knows when that information will come in handy later. The more I think about it, perhaps I was wrong to worry about it too much. But where are we going? This should be in the middle of jungle here, or forest here. Although I'm pretty much still a simple person, so years isn't that much time, I guess. One thing that has some change is how much she loves to explore and how much her imagination accommodates for that. Forest was just forest, and they were part of magical land inhabited by an array of mythical creatures. My God, how far we have been? Jesus Christ, how far have we been traveled, games? Beaches were just fancy, they were a tropical paradise, home to countless happy childhood memories. Searching for crabs. Hey, Mr. Krabs. And suddenly, endlessly splashing in the sea, singing out in the gulps. Sayuri even transform our home into something they weren't. Oh, we're back home already. Nice. We used to jump on sofa, chair, but ended up the floor was lava. Watch out, the floor is lava. I mean, game never got old, and I'm pretty sure every kid on the planet has played too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I played that once and I just walking around like home with the hand and those of the sofa when I was a little kid. In a certain theory, she said I made nothing over the cheap lands. We're now in Forest Power Park. I had a sudden realization as to why it was so good. It's not that good. No, seriously, your imagination has always been super strong. All those games we used to play as children, you were always part of your own little world. Show your poems. I'm glad you pick up on it. Writing poems is however fun and other have shown them to people, especially when they like what you've written. What your thought process while you write poems, and how you write them. I just go with my heart. I guess I kind of tricky to explain. I think it just depends on my mood. Like when I were the sunshine, I was in pretty good mood. But like you were just hungry, giving you what wow, you were eating breakfast. I was in a good mood because I was eating breakfast. Anyway, so with bottles, well, I guess I was thinking about how much I want people to be happy. So that's what the answer of the question. It just depends on my mood and what happened they're thinking about. That's really interesting when the game decided to explain the poems better, so people who are not into the poetry industry to understand what the characters wants to express. So that's really nice. Thank you, games. It's really nice to know. I mean, it's explain it. I mean, it's also a reason why you just keep the poem in the same way, Dear Sunshine models. I wonder how the other do it. Yeah, me too actually. What kind of interesting as how your own poetry. Yeah. Really interesting that they let the explanation to Dear Sunshine model as well. Also, I also like when they dim out a little bit while behind the dialogue and all these options as well. That's really nice. Just think I might be happy, so I'm not sure that I wonder. Yeah, me too. What you can interested to see your poetry? Although I think I wouldn't be able to understand how someone like Yuri does it. Poetry still goes over my head. Do you think I'm not the only one? Although, what about your fairy tale poems? Good question. I mean, we did talk about it in the previous episode. I mean, sometimes we can get something for return, right? What was the thought process behind that one? Oh, that one? That is an immediate shift in atmosphere. Yeah, there wasn't really one. I just felt like writing it, I guess. Right, I have a feeling that the poem is all about you. But you say you were your poem based on what you're feeling at the time, right? What about your poem? How did you write yours? Actually, I'm not sure still be able to gauge about that one. Still be able to gauge that one. Think about to be able to that right, I guess to be expected. Just what is it about the poem, her behavior about it so much? Is it because it shows theory that telling it to me one that I'm not used to, or because I know there's still something serious in telling me? I found. Oh, sorry, I was spacing out a little bit. Well, I guess similar to you. I'm similar to you, I suppose. I was picking up a bunch of words that best describe what I'm thinking about and then write a poem based on those. To be honest, I'm not really experienced enough to give you a proper answer and kind of make up on the spot. I mean, yeah, we all newbies, we don't know much about poems and we just want to pick words and try to make it simple. But it works so far, so I'm not complaining. Siri was looking around for cops to surround us. She walks up to a laundry and plants herself down in front of it. I was resting my back against the sturdy trunk, admiring subject as they penetrate the branches. And I recognize the music. Why do I have a feeling that there's something wrong? What you said reminds me of something Monica once told me. Something about if you don't have any confidence, just fake it until people believe it. Don't. Just don't. Don't fake it, okay? It's not okay. I mean, it's just basically hide away from the sadness. I mean, it's also things that I talked about this before. Smiling away even though you're sad deep inside. That's the thing that I really hate. And I'm the type of person who live real, and it's just, man. I don't like faking my emotion actually. I just want to just get straight to the point. She doesn't space me at a thoughtful expression on her face. Sometimes I wonder if she really is confident or it just all show. Good question. Because Monica, she's did talk about me seriously about the hero complex, and she been strict about me about it. And yeah, she's serious, you know. And then sharing feelings when you walk in the same park, and now, wow, I get a feeling that sometimes you can never tell with people. I think that was remarkably insightful of Sayuri for Sayuri. A more reflective mood seems to be falling upon her. No idea, to be honest, she seems pretty genuine. I mean, she was like this when I first met her as well, so that would be an awful long time for my mass. I wouldn't have experienced that sort of question from you, though, when you asked. She smiles mischievously. Sometimes it's not just surprise people. What do you mean? Well, let me ask you, iPhone. If you had to describe me in the real world, which one would you choose? Um, 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 Probably, I'm lighthearted, adventurous. I was seeing you as a quite kind, you know, given how you're always concerned with how happy other people are. I guess your most definitive trait is your happiness. Like you always seem so cheerful, at ease with the world. I can be like that sometimes. Although from what I saw pretty on, just like everyone else, it's different from time to time, right? She looks on her head, a faraway look on her face. It's nice, like sad, but there's something else. What? Nostalgia? See, that's what I mean. Everyone picks up on this thing you mentioned, but they find me asking this question a bit. And let me, if you get what I'm saying, I guess it's because of how I act in literature clubs. Except from with my poetry, I never really talk about deeper things or things that aren't just endlessly happy. I guess I just don't want to bother people with that sort of stuff. Bother them? Why would you bother them, Sayori? Oh, maybe this isn't the right word. Sorry, I never really been good at expressing myself in person. It's much easier to do in poem. It's okay. Uh, I mean, it's easier to express emotion indirectly. I mean, I'm in the other way around. I'm the type of person who live here, so it's easier for me to show expression directly. But for most of the people, they just find it embarrassing and shy, and they just want to express their emotion based on social medias and indirectly, and then they just feel like, wow, I express everything. It's okay. I never really been good at it either. A lot of time like to think about the past and how things used to be. I don't ask you about this. She giggled softly, and as you think I live in the past. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, do you? Are you happy? What's the issue? It's only natural that you want to think about a good time that brought a smile to your face, right? When we first started talking again, I used to look back on the shared memories from all those years ago. From when we first met and bonded over ice cream to me waiting Mr. Cow for you to helping you with homework. Yeah, I remember that room. It's a thing I really don't want to remember at all. That pushy. I remember our parents used to say we were pretty much inseparable. Hmm. Everyone has their happy thought that keeps them going, right? Uh-oh. Wait. Hang on. So far my photo is still fine. Yeah, my photo is still fine. Characters? Everyone's still safe. Yeah, I always check the photos, of course. Even though I'm playing this game, but I still checking photos. Uh-oh. Stop obeying, by the way. Of course. She sighed contentedly. Sorry, I didn't mean to bore you or anything. Bore me? Really, seriously, you sound a bit like Yuri. I haven't seen this side of you before, and I really like it. As much as I enjoy playing from Benter, this makes for a really nice change of pace. Besides, I always like talking to you. Thank you, iPhone. I worry about sorry, people always enjoy being your friend, even if you're not super cheaper all the times. It's okay, seriously, just be yourself, don't hide anything. Yeah, I did talk about this before. Just be yourself and just do what you want to do. I'll be here, don't you worry. I reached over and squeezed her hand, smiling sincerely. Sayori noticed the features looking rather uneasy about something. What's wrong? Don't forget I'm playing this game in the process. Please don't jump scare me. Actually, something I could tell you. I don't know you're scared you though. My heart started racing, meaning question and started whizzing around my head. It's about fairy tale, her behavior on Friday. So are the secrets that are coming out too? Or perhaps something else entirely? Sayori, the truth is Are you trying to say that you love me? It's disappointing I ever had a sound. It would sound like a ringing phone. We have grown iPhone brought into my pocket, playing offending objects as if it knows it's responsible for ruining such a moment. It's my mom. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm so screwed. I hope she don't overhear our conversation. I haven't spoken for a long time. In fact, last time we spoke was before I was joining literature clubs. I'm really sorry, Sayori. I had to take this. A strange smile is on her face as she shakes her head. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Hi, Mom. Haven't spoken to you in a while. I hope you've been good. It's gonna be the same thing as the first conversation with my mom. Sorry for it's been so long. Work has been hectic over the past few weeks. Yep, it's the same thing. And then I was thinking you forgot about me. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. I always worry about you. I know Mom is just a joke. And your sarcasm. You must have got that from your father. How have you been anyway? Are you eating well, exercising daily, drinking a lot? Whoa, slow down. I've been doing just fine. Actually joined club. Wow, that's wonderful. What kind of group is it? Did you just funny enough fun stuff? Sayori told me about it, as she was spicy and casual. Oh, you still with? Yeah, I don't think girls would forgive me if I left. Girls, you say? Uh-oh. Anyway, now it's that great time. It's just sharing with Sayori. You know the bar used always take us to. Oh, you're Sayori. How's she doing? We're having a catch-up session. Actually, she's not too much. Anyway, can I go by later? Can her off right now? Of course, I have an evening off, so we can talk then, okay? Sure, thanks. If I go, you remember to eat, right? I roll my eyes before realizing she can't see that. Yes, Mom, of course I remember to eat. Why am I going to fast or something? Oh dear, think I'm fine. Can't see Sayori grin out on the corner of my eyes. Yeah, what told you? If I'm being more concerned about Sayori. Lazy girl who can't even get out of bed. Yeah. I can see her laugh turn to Chevron. Oh, stop teasing her, I found. You're so mean to her sometimes. Jeez, you sound like her. Anyway, gotta go. Tell you later. Bye. Love you, Jenny. Love you. Bye. Sorry. You ruined it! I took my phone away and told my Sayori. Sorry about that. I had no idea she go. It's okay. I haven't spoken for a while, so it's nice to hear you two talking again. I'm disappointed too. Are you trying to say that you love me? Anyway, what we're saying? You want to tell me something? You know... What are you saying? Sayori isn't sitting down by G anymore. She's staying out. The drink didn't go. Oh, don't worry about that. It was nothing important. Sure, it seemed like kind of serious. It's okay, I'm getting hungry anyway. Can we start with coffee on the way home? Lady just have popsicle. You know what they say. What could that be? A fish is clear, simple. What matters on the inside? Is there her? I haven't heard of this. Are you making that up, Sayori? Well, that doesn't even have to do with anything. It's bad food. You know what? Let's just go and get whatever you want. You're there for a while. Then I try to understand what's going on in Sayori's head. Oh my god, these sunsets. This guy looks so pretty. Want to see not jump later, Sayori advertises and misstated. And it's getting to left between this point. Yes, say that. Yeah, late afternoon. Hey Sayori, now I didn't enjoy the day, but I think I'm gonna have to go here. There's a matter of homework. I haven't just even started, and that's due on Monday. I don't think Sakura is going to be happy with me if it's late. Her face still has traces of chocolate all over it. She has the hands wipe off. Well, that's okay. Probably should do the same. which is my house. Okay, we will see you on Monday then. Have a good one. See you for journey. Bye, have fun. Thanks again for today. I'm really sorry I ruined the video phone call. God dang it, Mom! You didn't. It's okay. We should spend the rest of the day with her, but unfortunately, my procrastination has gone with me. What a fun evening will be. What a fun evening it will be. And god damn it. I'm guessing that she's trying to say that she loves me. And then. Oh, that's a different one now. Add to past, present, and future. And look at this face. And the ribbons. Man. And the dialogue change. But this blue color. Yeah, it fits the clouds. So yeah, I'm gonna go it in here. Yep, I'm gonna overwrite it because it actually not any options there. So yeah, I'm gonna go this an episode right here, but I did see some mistake in this game, and suddenly I did read and the dialogues and also open the history, and they suddenly they says mom in the middle of the festival. I mean, what the heck? And that's the thing that the game needs to be fixed. And yeah, god dang it, Ma, you ruined it. And I'm gonna guess that Sayori is trying to confess with me, and then you kidding me? Anyway, I mean, that's a pretty nice episode, and of course the festival has the same results. And yeah, there's a change up in the script because I picked the different characters, and yeah, I'm not gonna let this episode gonna end this easily. I'm just gonna end this episode. It's just basically having more add ups about something that I haven't been through yet, which is gonna be a different act this time. So in the next episode, we're gonna go through the second act of this. I mean, I can actually say it may be like the. I mean, we got the first act of the games already, the second act, and the third act for other characters in my first run, second run already. This is my sixth run, by the way, and with the different characters, with all over Star Wars. So this might be the fourth act, but yeah, second act of this character as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. In the next episode, we're gonna find out the past, the present, and the future of these characters, or maybe me as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, hasta la vista. God dang it, I was about to embrace myself for that famous quotes.